All right, guys. So breaking down my trade once again right here on AUDUSD. Going back to my same exact strategy, I always stress to you guys and always explain to you guys time and time again. When you're looking for these trades, it is super, super simple. And again, the way I trade is strictly price action. All I'm looking for is price action patterns above or below market structure. So when price action is breaking above a level or pulling back to a level or breaking below a level and pulling back to it, I then identify a pattern, right? That pattern is one of the key ingredients to being successful with this strategy. But again, it is super simple, right? Breakout plus pullback plus the pattern will equal your entry. And a big thing I always talk about when it comes down to this, guys, right? All you have is A or B. Okay, stop making this some long, long equation, a bunch of different things you need that helps you make a decision that's super basic. You know what I mean? Trading is super basic. If you take your time with it and let it breathe and come to you, right? Don't chase it. You feel me? Attract it. You feel me? And this right here is super simple when you just sit back and let it do whatever it has to do. If you're seeing this trade right here, again, let's break it down step by step. When price action first broke above this level, this big green bar, when it broke above this previous level of support and this previous level of support, that was a breakout, right? Because when it came down below this level and pulled back, it could have kept on going to the downside, and that would have been a breakout pullback to go for a sell. So when price action broke back above this level, this is what I mean by very simple, right? Like it only has to be a buy or sell. So because it's breaking back above this level, check. My bias is always going towards a buy. When it pulls back to the same level and then rejects it, you can see these wicks right here as a testament to that rejection to the opposite level of support or now the new level of support, right? So when I'm seeing that rejection along with this morning star pattern, the morning star pattern is the key ingredient when it comes down to this, that morning star pattern. Now, don't forget, a morning star pattern is made up of three candlesticks. It is a three candlestick formation pattern, meaning that all three of these bars have to finish before you distinguish it being a morning star pattern. Okay, so step out, right? Excuse me, breakout, step one. Pullback, step two. The morning star pattern, step three. We look to enter our trades always around 9 a.m. in the morning or 5 p.m. in the afternoon. At 5 p.m. in the afternoon, sometimes you do have to check it to make sure that spread is not super high, or just wait until it goes down just a bit. But it don't have to be exactly at 5 p.m. on the dot. It can be 6 p.m., it can be 7 p.m., it can be 8 p.m., because you're always going to trade on the 8 hour candlestick. So you have that bar is 8 hours long. So again, this bar right here is 8 hours. So you have 8 hours to finally enter this trade. This is what again why I say you cannot take so much time on these given setups, wondering like, should I buy, should I sell, should I buy, should I sell? Just take your trade and go about it in that direction. Now, seeing this right here, like I said, breakout step one, pullback step two, identifying the morning star pattern. You get in for your buy at 5 p.m. On the chart, it's going to say 17, but it is 5 p.m. in the afternoon, military time, right? So this right here was Tuesday, August 5th at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Now look at it right now. We are still in profit, right? Coming here, we see that it's still in profit all the way to the 13th. Like I said, this is the beauty of being a trader and when you're looking at a swing trade, because from the 5th all the way to the 13th, you're not doing any work whatsoever. You feel me? All you're doing is taking your time and you're just managing that trade day by day. That's all you're doing. And remember, your stop loss is way down here. Price action never comes nowhere near your stop loss. Ever since your entry, it never comes nowhere near stop loss way down here. And of course, you can always move your trade and profit, right? Move that trend and stop loss and then profit more and more. But this is really how simple this stuff goes. This single trade right here could be the only trade you even needed, right? The only trade you even needed for a very long time, at least for all this month so far. So this is why I go back to being consistent. When guys ask me why I'm consistent, because I'm looking for a trade like this and I'm trying to hold it for as long as possible. We know the next level it could come to is right about here. Like that's the next level. It could pull back now and then boom. The next time you see it, it should be somewhere around this level of resistance. Now, again, trading is super simple. Do not overthink this stuff. If you are seeing your method or your strategy and you have 20 different reasons why you should buy or sell something, that's where you have everything mixed up and everything wrong. You feel me? You gotta know or gotta have simple things that tell you a very profitable trade. Okay? Because you can see from this trade here, you're making a crazy amount of money. You know what I mean? The money you're making on these given setup guys are just insane, especially when you're using the right lot size at the right time. Like all these given trades, all these given setups, you can make a ton of profit, guys, right? You just have to stop overthinking this process. You see, breakout step one, pullback step two, pattern step three. I'm gonna enter at 9 or 5, meaning that if I see all these setups, I can get into my trade. And a lot of the time, like I said before, you're looking at things just that simple. Like you're not overthinking this stuff whatsoever. Even when it comes here, look how it breaks out, it pulls back, makes a morning star there. What's the next bar? 9 a.m. You feel me? Again, 9 or 5. That's really all you're looking for when it comes down to identifying this stuff, guys. 9 or 5 p.m., just that simple. So this right here was my trade on AUDUSD. And the key thing I want you to understand on this given setup is how long I'm staying into these trades. One of the main questions I get asked all the time is how I'm being so consistent, this and that, because I'm not nitpicking the market. I'm not looking for low quality setups. I'm identifying something I know is going to bring in a high return without giving me any stress whatsoever. And these trades come around very often. But again, you cannot be looking at the market every day to take a trade. You need to be looking for the right trade. Okay. And that's how you be consistent. And then from there, you have to learn how to hold on to your given entries. And we talk about this a lot in other sessions, how we're saying like, oh yeah, if price action stay above our TP1 by 5 p.m., we're going to stay in longer and so forth and so forth. Everything you're doing in trading, it has to come with the process. You feel me? And you have to master that process where it's repetitive in the market over and over again. That's how I'm always knowing when I'm going to enter. I'm doing the same thing every time. I'm seeing that it works 80% of the time, 90% of the time. If I'm right even 70% of the time in a given week, I'm profitable. Well, I said trading is really a beautiful thing because you don't have to be as perfect as many people think you have to be. You just have to know how to take your time and choose the right setup. So again, guys, this is my trade on AUDUSD. Hope this right here really makes a lot of sense. I'll see you next time. Have a great trading week.